Welcome back. Now, after over 3 years of jail, lawyer and activist Sudha Bharadwaj has finally walked out of Mumbai jail on bail today. This after Supreme Court refused to intervene in the matter, even when NIA approached the top court against the Bombay High Court order on her default bail. Now, after the Supreme Court's refusal, a special NIA court decided her bail conditions, which says that she will have to stay in Mumbai during the bail period and will have to secure permission if she needs to leave the city. She has also been barred from making any public statements. Sudha Bharadwaj is the first to get default bail among the activists and academicians arrested for allegedly delivering inflammatory speeches at the Elgar Parishad conclave in December 2017. Cops claim the speeches triggered violence near Bhima Koregaon the next day.
You can see that is Sudha Bharadwaj. She waved to media cameras. More than that, she is not allowed to speak, Avni. So we are bringing you live shots of Sudha Bharadwaj walking out of jail after 3 years. It was in October 2018 that Sudha Bharadwaj, also known as Sudha Didi, for her work which she did for Adivasi people's rights, she is finally stepping out of jail. She's accompanied by her daughter and one of her friends. And that is Sudha Bharadwaj. We got you the live visuals of Sudha Bharadwaj stepping out of jail. It was after Supreme Court upheld the decision of Bombay High Court and dismissed NIA's plea challenging the default bail which Bombay High Court granted Sudha Bharadwaj. Yesterday, Mumbai's NIA court, Avni, decided the bail conditions on which Sudha Bharadwaj can walk out of jail. First condition is that she is not allowed to speak on any public platform about the case, write, make any statements. So the only gesture which we saw from Sudha Bharadwaj, Avni, was Sudha Bharadwaj waving to media cameras. That's it. Her family member, her friend has already spoken to media, and she has said that Sudha Bharadwaj will not be speaking to media. In fact, she will have to remain in Mumbai. She cannot now. Her car is moving. So from here, she is going to go to the address of Mumbai, of which she has given to the court and the jail authorities. Sudha Bharadwaj is not allowed to leave the city. That is jurisdiction of NIA court till the time court allows her to. So you can see Sudha Bharadwaj stepping out of jail. That is her car. And finally, she is released on the bail after 3 years. Talking about rest of the conditions of her bail, she cannot speak to or try to communicate with anybody who is associated with the case in any manner whatsoever. Apart from that, she has clearly been told by the court that she cannot do anything which is in any way going to delay the investigation. So these are some of the conditions of her bail. The most important one, that she cannot leave the city, and second, she cannot talk about court proceedings of this case.
Meanwhile, as lawyer and activist Sudha Bharadwaj gets bail in this case, women rights lawyer Flavia Agnes welcomes the move but questions imprisonment without trial. In fact, Mirror Now's Shweta spoke to Flavia Agnes. Listen in.
Joining us is Flavia Agnes, and we all know that how prominent she is when it comes to women rights, and here she is to discuss about Sudha Bharadwaj. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very much for giving us your time as well. Now, how do you see the entire legal process when we speak about these 3 years when it comes to Sudha Bharadwaj?
It's indeed tragic the way I see it. The way she was arrested, kept under lockdown all this time, without any trial, without any charge sheet, without anything. And this is what the government has been doing, threatening the voices of the people who are working for the underprivileged, like Adivasis, Dalits, etc. Sudha Bharadwaj's commitment is extraordinary. In fact, she need not have come to India. She need not have gone to Chhattisgarh to work. And in her dedicated way in which she has worked all through, and the way government has treated her is indeed very tragic. But I'm glad that finally the courts gave her bail. But this bail was given on a very technical ground, that the court that extended her incarceration was not equipped to do that. But there were like other people who were arrested along with her, and their cases were also before the High Court. Right. And the High Court rejected them because of the time factor. Right. So what I want to say here is that our legal processes are very technical, and time factors are very important. How you argue the case, how you put forward your case. So she was lucky just a stroke of luck that her case was filed within time, and others was a slight delay.